matchup, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start on the ground here, and Sanders. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Patriots very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
2nd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But you look at this Patriots defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down following a gain of 3. The Panthers at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
In motion is Chenault. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Yeah, man, come on.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cloud. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to me.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Pats use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down, Cloud. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't say it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Come 19! Come 19! Dragon 60!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd and 13. Left side here to Sanders. Able to slither by. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a 2nd and 7.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Chart the motion man right.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A quick throw complete to Chark. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! DJ Chark, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Well, in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Take that, thank you.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Cloud. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
There you go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, oh, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Well, a fake on a jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly to gain. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so that 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Cloud flushed out right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook.
Takes it to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And complete right side to Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Cloud, short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Cloud caught right side 10. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Patriots. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 2. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. In motion goes the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They're using that in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll buy some time right. catch it.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on third down. Cloud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Cloud. And it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Are you kidding me?
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Connection made with Chanel. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, he's certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's a lot to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successful, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Shark's got it, left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's go now. Finish it.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. The ball's right there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Sanders is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight. There he goes left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10. Cloud. He's got his man. This is Tate. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple. I think you just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one. Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2nd and 4. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This is the one, boys. Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Mustang 19. 18. 18 ready. Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he's got it in the first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
So much you're working with now. Showtime! Let's make some noise!
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of McCutcheon. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Second and 6 coming up. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football,
there he goes left side. Now inside the 25. Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for New England, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.